way that private car parks in Wales are managed is in the spotlight this evening after motorists in Rhondda and Taff came together to complain about so-called penalty charge notices. The Taff Ely Parking Action Group has attracted nearly 1,000 members to protest about car parks in the area, which they claim hands out charge notices unfairly. One company they've criticised say they're abiding by the industry rules and have done nothing wrong. But it seems like this is a much wider issue. As part of our new series In Focus tonight, Richard Morgan investigates the problems with parking.
Car parks, we all use them, but when we break the rules, it can hit us hard in the pocket. Something campaigners say has happened all too often at this car park in Talbot Green. Here it's claimed drivers have been landed with £100 charges for stopping briefly on hatched markings and exceeding the half-hour time limit, despite what unhappy motorists say are inadequate and unclear signs which prey on unaware visitors.
4 years ago, I came to the job centre, I brought a relative, parked with my blue badge on yellow lines. A week later I got a charge for £100.
Derek overturned his penalty notice after appealing to an independent parking body. 4 years on, he's now helping others in the same position.
We've got a case we're taking on 2 minutes on that hatched area, waiting for somebody to pull out, £100 charge. They're a predatory company, it needs stopping.
In Swansea, another motorist was left feeling frustrated about parking policy. Gwyn Johns uses a parking permit when he visits his brother's house at an estate near the Liberty Stadium. But he was asked to fork out £100 for displaying the pass in his quarter-light window, as opposed to the front windscreen, as the company demand.
I wrote to the company immediately and explained that I did have a permit, it was on display. And they wrote back basically saying their appeals committee looked at my letter and rejected it because, as far as they were concerned, their operator was correct in putting a ticket on because he didn't see a permit.
If you get one of these from a private parking company, it's not actually a fine, but an invoice issued for an alleged breach of contract. The issues can, in theory, take you to court. So, what should you do if you get one of these and you don't want to pay? Relatively few cases end up in court, but experts advise against simply ignoring the penalty notice.
What I say you do is treat it like an invoice, and like any unfair invoice, you simply write back explaining that it's unfair, or if they have an independent appeals process, you tell them you think the ticket's unfair. Ignoring it is a high-risk strategy.
Millennium Parking Services, who issued Gwyn with his PCN, said his appeal was declined on the basis that it was issued correctly, as the rules state that the permit must be on display in the front windscreen at all times. New Generation Parking Management, who run the car park in Talbot Green, said signage on its site is clear and within compliance of its code of practice, adding that vehicles waiting before moving into a parking bay would not be charged. But for the campaigners, the fight continues. They say they won't stop till the owners listen to what customers are saying and start being fairer with the fines. Richard Morgan for In Focus, ITV News.
And if you have a story you'd like to share for In Focus, please email us. The address is infocus@itv.com.